Music's too loud. Hold on. Oh no, it's actually kind of fine. Let's just skip this. Let me make sure I can see Twitch chat. I have a new sponsor stream invitation? Fuck you mean stream elements? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, I unironically can do sponsored streams because I'm a Twitch affiliate. That's funny. Okay. We'll look at that again later. None of those games looked interesting, though. I don't want to just play it for the money. I want to actually enjoy it, you know? And I'm a picky man. What's the point of streaming if I can't enjoy it, too? I can't hear you for some reason. Did my audio fuck up?
No, I'm sorry. So.
Okay. Stream manager. Alright, and now we're here. Hey guys. I'm just playing Satisfactory. I had a long weekend, but I'll probably come back around to playing at some point. Or to coding. I'm not even gonna take that long. I should just code. Let me at least tell the community I'm live. Plankton is going to be seen as so progressive for being willing to marry a clanker. You know it's true. Ah, and now I have viewers. Immediately, I post it and then suddenly there's people here. I should code. How's it going, everybody? Or is everybody like just literally Alexander not wanting to type in Brady in my chat? Is that what it is?
There you go. I gave you some feedback. Maybe that'll help your algorithm.
Hold on.
We're holding.
So, I got evidence of full arts?
Was it me
accessing
your mod?
No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Overframe Yu-Gi-Oh! So there's a new overframe thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! But I can't find an image of it. Oh well.
Yeah, I was like 99% sure, by the way, that I'd heard you say 2 feats. Because I was at my aunt's house for like a birthday party or something, and I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with y'all in the living room. I was like, I'm
So
pretty sure this is not a fake memory.
pretty sure. You can never be too sure though.
That's why I asked. That's like, this is definitely something I should probably talk about with the DM.
Alright, we're just gonna be hanging out and chatting, and I am going to start streaming here soon. Like, well, start coding. I'm already streaming. I'm live. Someone stopped by while we were just talking about the feats thing. Alright, let's get to coding. That means I need to open back this and close this. So. And now the code is open. And the website is open. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so last time what we finished was now we actually save whether or not there's a block there. So now I need to do the click and drag. So E, add spaces, boom. Now we save whether there's a block there, and if there is a block there, we don't place a new one. So real quick, I always start things off by making a 4x4, because it just looks so much better when there's actually a chessboard on the screen. Let me go get some water. Oh, I already have some. Hell yeah. Am I streaming the whole monitor? I can't tell. Yes. Okay. So on pointer down, if the switch is the grid builder, so if the active tool is the grid builder, and you hit the button down, it does this. So it's literally just saving the initial position, setting grid builder state equal to 1. And then this part only lets you place it if there isn't currently a block there and is within bounds. Okay. But on pointer up, all it does is set grid builder state equal to 2. We will put alternating square colors on the sides, don't worry. It's going to be relatively easy. So I'll say. One way I could do it, for example, is I could have it checkerboard all the way through. Like, just treat these as light squares and these as dark squares. Right? So, this one that I just placed, rather than being a dark square because it's in the column of a dark square, would be a light square now. Right? That's one way I could do it. But, right now I don't see a reason to do that. Mostly because I haven't sat down and done the math on whether it's reasonable for this not to have issue. I think doing it universal like that, how would you do that? How would you do math to take the coordinates and say, is this light square or dark square? Because right now I'm doing it by... Alright, let me look at the light square, dark square. So... yeah. It adds space mesh 2 if these two added together mod 2 is equal to 0. So I guess I would add all 3. It's just x plus y plus z mod 22. So you're saying if I just take this, add this, paste it again, and now I make this a y. You're saying that'll just work. Let's check. Light square, dark square, light square. Fuck. It did work. Nice. Alright. Alright. Okay, that's simple. And then that, because it's universal across of everything, I can do my alignments on the curves to make sure the checkerboard holds. Alright. Alright, so now what I need to do is set it up so that when I click and drag, it has the whole rollover mesh in every position, and it goes through and does that. So I've tried this before. I I could do it by literally saving the rollover mesh position when you're holding it down and then removing it when it... Oh. Okay. Yeah. I could do that. And then that will let me keep track of where the rollover mesh is and isn't easier. But that would mean that the rollover mesh gets its own block ID. I mean, that's fine. It would just be 7 rollover mesh. Okay. That also means that technically people will be able to place a rollover mesh in a spot if they manipulate the fucking thing before they upload it. Like, just take the JSON and like manually type a 7 in that spot. That's interesting. That might... it won't break things. I could just account for it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So for now, what I'm going to do... Alright, I need to flowchart this. Hold on. Okay, let's go here. So, step 1, user clicks down with the pointer. So, pointer down happens. Step 2, that saves pointer down position. Second, it tells... Okay. So then we click and drag. So we need to know that we are clicking and dragging. So put rollover mesh. Oh, save current position constant. Math to find range. And then when do I check? I think I only check, yeah. When current position changes grid space, update all spaces between to be rollover. Alright, so, okay. And then the next part, on pointer up, make all rollovers saved into spaces. Okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. So right now, what does pointer down do? What's in the next part? Pointer down currently saves the initial position. And I'm already saving the current position constantly. So I'm doing these part already, but I need to do the math to find the range. Okay, when do I need to do the math to find the range? Only on pointer down, and if grid builder state is 1, when the pointer changes spaces. Okay. So I'll do the math first here. Where do I need to do it? So we're going to comment to this part that currently places the spaces out. And then we will come back to it later. Oh, really? Right as I'm starting stream, I have to use the bathroom? This is awful. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll just leave that there, I guess. I'll be right back. I'm leaving William Howard Taft's 3D printed head in charge.
Okay.
Behold, the American hero, buster of trusts and belts. There we go. Taft is shy, apparently. Yeah, he just wants to fall off of everything. He needs a booster seat is what he needs. I'll come up with a way to do that later. Be right back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Ah, I have returned. So, this part, on pointer up, make all rollovers saved into spaces. So I'm actually gonna make a new function. Function place space. Wait, is this? Oh, I have to actually. No, I don't. This will work fine. So the reason I'm making a new function is I'm going to move all of this into it. And now I could run place space on pointer up now. With the, I need to know the minimum x, the maximum x, minimum y, maximum y, and all that. But I won't know which is which. Huh. So I have to compare them to keep track of. So what I'm talking about right now is this part. The math to find the range. So that isn't just like what is the size of the range of blocks. It's I need to know the minimum and the maximum. But when the cursor is negative, I can't just save this one and say it's the minimum. I guess I could. Yeah, I could keep track of the minimum separately, and I'd be doing that every frame of on pointer down. Okay, well, let me look at when on pointer down is called. Yeah, it's when pointer down is pressed. Okay, so anytime pointer down is pressed, it calls this function, make sure build enabled is true and menu is not open. Then it checks the active tool, and if it's the grid build. Okay. Okay. Fuck. So that means it doesn't check every frame. So the main thing I need is to actually... I need to first be able to check when the current position changes. So when the mouse moves out. So that is the part I have to do in the render loop. Brady, are you still here?
Yeah.
So raycaster, intersection here, do all this stuff. And then this is rollover mesh position. And this is rollover mesh spread, which is only called... Oh, am I already checking? So grid builder, so every frame, if the tool is grid builder, I set rollover mesh dot visible equal to true. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that makes sense. That's just as long as the tool is that does that. Okay. And then if intersects.length is true, grid builder state. So on 0, it just calls rollover mesh position, which does this part. But on a 1, rollover mesh position, rollover mesh spread, which is this one. And this is where I need to do the part where I check to see if rollover mesh position changes. Okay. So I already have the start of this because I was working on this when everything else broke. So where's the math where I determine or figured out the rollover mesh position to make it divide scalar dot floor and then multiply scalar. So if I just divide scalar dot floor, the intersect, but it would modify it, so I need to dot copy. Right. Okay, but rollover mesh position is specifically the actual frickin' mesh that I made up here. It's plane mesh. Let me search rollover mesh. Turns out I have messed with the rollover mesh a lot. A lot. What? Let rollover mesh right there, right at the start. Well, 371 lines in. And it makes an instance mesh with an instance of 1. Okay. I could make the instance all the way. Let's start there. I would make all of them visible and put them all in the same spot if I instance all of them now. That's the other part. Okay. So in 3JS, an instance mesh how do I edit only one of the instances? And then only make one of the instances visible. And then furthermore, how many instances is going to break it because I loaded everything at once? So let's just start by making this, what's 160 cubed? 160 to the third. Oh, 4,096,000. That's a familiar number. Yeah, I already know if I put that in there, it's going to break. I'm not even going to try. But it needs to kind of be able to do it. Let's try it anyway. Because this is just loading them all in the same spot. And this is the absolute maximum the user would be able to spawn in anyway. So it shouldn't break. Add space. And it does break. It's lagging like a motherfucker. This might crash my PC, by the way. Or just kill my stream. Oh boy. Whatever that number is times 8, that's how many polygons I just loaded. Whoops. I fucked around, I found out. Okay. Just move my mouse around until I can see it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alt-tab. So that works. If I Alt-tab, it works. Let me look at the console. Exhaustive GL driver option. Hold on. Just console. Okay. So it crashed the program, which is fine. Well, let's not make it some ridiculous number anymore. But the problem I'm having, or the thought I'm having, oh, Control F5, build. It's broken. I broke it. Control S. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Reload the program from scratch, and it's busted. Open everything, start hitting Control Z. Man, I want that to not have been the issue. Let me redo that. So Control Y. Right up until this part. Yeah. And then Control S. Still gonna only have one instance. Control F5. Build. Fuck. Are you broken for this whole thing? What? I don't understand, chat. Is my stream still working?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I reset WebGL? If I just close that browser? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That would be restarting my PC. Let's not do that. Come on. Why is it busted? No. That means I actually need to frickin' troubleshoot this error. Or restart my PC and hope that it's just my fucking graphics card being very, very upset. Alright. I'm gonna reset my PC and hope, and then if it still has this error up, then I know it's something I have to do separately. Bye.